versus ranked matchup as a couple of top 25 teams get set to go jaw to jaw. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the SMU Mustangs, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Line gets set, first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Trying play action. Going to try to get it himself. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down.
I love the play call there, too, because 2nd and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
Quickly to the tight end.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Finds the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Back to throw, it's Jennings. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Strong, firm tackle.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Now the play fake. Now adjusting. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
Give to the back. Shakes off the defender. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
The quick out. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. These two guys, and wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter, and after one, we're scoreless.
First down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts, really good runner. They built it around his feet. You know, Bryce Young, really good passer. Tua Tagovailoa, really good passer. More about the passing game, explosive passing plays. So they'll do whatever it takes to win.
On the ground, it's Haynes. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Here comes third and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Feeling some heat. Intercepted. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
He'll pull it down. At the 35, he's open. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping me.
Scrambling away. The throw. And the sophomore has to get that one out in front of his receiver. That incompletion leads to second down and 10. He's looking to throw. Spits it out to the back. Pulls it in. It's Smith. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Defense in press coverage. Looking to go up top on first down. Using the quick game. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon, and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
Fires toward the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's third and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on a defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense...
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long, putting them in a great position to be successful.
Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
That's reeled in. It's Maryland. He goes out of bounds after a huge pickup, and he's still short of the line to gain. It'll be fourth down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives live? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, SMU.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Dropping back, it's Milroe. They're setting up the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll throw it on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in his hands.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He hurls one deep down the left side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Not a lot of scoreboard fireworks from these guys in the first half, but they've got a chance here after making some halftime adjustments.
Yeah, and remember, it just takes one play to kick the door open, and all of a sudden there's a lot more confidence again. So which guy on this offense can hit the big home run and break this thing open?
Well, the good thing is it's such a low-scoring game. I'm still very much in this. I can be who I am, make a few tweaks, make a few adjustments, and get this offense rolling.
The throw to the outside is complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
No gain on first down after the incompletion. Now 2nd and 10 from the 40. To the ground with the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Really nice job by the defense. Here in the second half, they've got to have the mentality with the lead. If we just don't give up any more points, we get the double. We got to make big plays on 3rd down. They made a big one there.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point, David, someone's just going to have to step up and make a play. Someone's got to break a tackle, make an incredible catch, and just give some life to this offense.
And whatever you can, whatever it takes. Don't worry about looking pretty. That's out the window. We've already looked really, really ugly. We got to find something that works to put some points on the board.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. They'll try to get the first through the air. And he dropped it, just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of the look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's taking the shot. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. The Mustangs racing to the line in a hurry-up. They'll try to slam it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Mustangs!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. Fielded in the end zone. It's Henderson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A first down for the offense. They'll go to the ground. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
He'll do it himself. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
Got it in the middle. It's Williams. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
That's a real good-looking throw, and I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been, and the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well. They recruited extremely well. They coach these guys up. And this is a guy who loves football, loves the X's and O's, and you're seeing it translate onto the field right now.
To the air. It's Milroe. Quick strike complete.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, SMU 14, Alabama 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On second down, he'll let it fly. Caught near the sticks. It's Bernard. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a first down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Miller with the ball. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Hit a speed bump on that last play. Now work to do on 2nd and 15. Wide out in motion. Looking to pass on 2nd down. They'll run the screen.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Wide receiver now comes in motion. The give on 4th down. He will not pick up the first down. The desperation play, and that one might have sealed their fate.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Across the 25, he's got room. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Fires to the wideout. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
Ooh, you're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over, and they almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just run the ball.
Off the play fake. Quarterback extends the play. Working that left side. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
It's just simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes his man miss. He gets it over. To the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now the toss.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Might as well give it to him again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's not afraid to go deep. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, SMU! These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, I think you feel confident.
Oh, they want the 2, and the holder's going to try to throw it. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Is no good. That keeps the score. SMU 20, Alabama 0.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Set to kick off.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes that Alabama offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And the defense couldn't corral him, and they took it all the way. Touchdown, Bama!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle. A nice job by this offense, continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And the point after is good. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Bought a little time, lets it go. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now.
And you know what? You kind of deserve that. Late in the game where you could run the clock out, still throwing the football over the yard. Now this game, it's a long shot. Give him a little bit of hope.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. I know the situation looks bleak, but have we nothing if we don't have hope, David?
Amen.
He'll off one deep down the left side. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Got it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Crimson Tide!
And listen, still a ways to go. A great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. 16 seconds left, and to pull off the comeback, they'll have to get the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. The quarterback takes a knee. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to 2 very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on, keep working on them, keep developing. Those things you do well, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Columbus, Ohio, and the venerable Horseshoe, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, a place that's home to such legendary names as Archie, Woody, Zeke, and Stroud. Today, a top 25 matchup on hand, two of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. A fair catch called for and made. On first down, here comes this offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Back to throw, it's Howard. Coming after it. And this senior quarterback knows he had a chance that time and just put a little too much on it.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. Unloads to the right. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground.
And the Alabama offense will take over first and 10.
Offense getting set for first down. Quarterback checking off. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got a man. It's Adams. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Catch in the middle. It's Bernard. Open runway ahead. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown time. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a huge play in the passing game, covering 67 yards to the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Trying to get to him. Fires to the big fella. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Back to pass, it's Howard. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
This is going all in. Goalpost virtually tapping you on the shoulder, heels almost in the end zone, and you're going for it. Makes the grab, and he's got the first.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Alabama 7, Ohio State 0.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. To throw, it's Howard. Gets it out quickly. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
And that was a nice 2nd down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
Using his feet. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. He's going to pass. Gets it out fast. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Maurice, they can pump that, take a shot down the field. Don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Looking downfield, it's Milroe. He looks that one in nicely. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in.
He'll take a shot. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! For some guys, that play would be tough. It might be complicated. It might be impossible. For these guys, just another day of playing catch.
Find that guy, right? If something goes wrong, if I get confused, if I don't know where to go, my guy out there, that dude's really, really good. So if he's running a fade, whatever he's running, I'm going to throw him the football. If I don't have a clue what I'm doing, that guy's getting it.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to advance on the football.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this run. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. They're trying to get to it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Going up top on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. After the big first down sack, it's second down. Looking to pass, it's Howard. They're bringing heat. They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
This is a 3rd and long. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Dances away from the heat. He throws into the middle of the field. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement. And like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. To the air on first down. Got his man quickly. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Flushed out of the pocket. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Alabama.
And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. And as if a 60-yarder wasn't tough enough, he's not even straight on. From the right hash, he'll have to unleash a beauty. And it's no good. He missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Ohio State, 7.
The Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes that Alabama offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Across the 45. Hit the afterburners, kid. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 14, set to kick off.
Fair catch called for and made. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Pocket starts to collapse. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And that's the second time he's gotten to the quarterback following the legacy of those great Crimson Tide pass rushers like Will Anderson, like Ryan Anderson or Tim Williams, or the great Derek Thomas or Cornelius Bennett, who could get to the quarterback.
I like it. You're running out of oxygen naming all those guys. and that's what they do. They're a pressure defense, and they're going to come after the quarter. They ain't going to give you time to find open guys to beat their DBs, and they got so many great pass rushers that don't really like quarterbacks, so I really like them.
The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
The give out of the gun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Second down coming up. Looking for a man. It's Howard. Finds his tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The time-honored phrase for a quarterback is field general. This dude, in this environment, he's like a stadium commander. He's like an elevated rank above field general.
He's like an orchestrator. He knows how to set them off and bring it up and bring the excitement with the big plays and make it look easy time and time again. And that's why this offense is so impressive.
Trying to find his man on first down. He lost one down the sideline. Throw it toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the third quarter. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. To the air, it's Milroe. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
He gets it away from his own end zone. Now on the return. Oh, sweet feet. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed. And it's picked off for the third time today. And after the interception, able to get it in plus territory, taking it back to the 41.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter.